It is no secret that in this neck of the woods, the Mahindra Pickup is a very popular bakkie. So much so, the brand decided to bring out a special variant called the Karoo Dusk. And that variant became so popular, they decided to make it a mainstay model. So today, we want to find out why the Mahindra bakkie is such an endearing workhorse. The Karoo Dusk is available exclusively in black, and this extends to the long list of off-road accessories like the roll bar sitting atop the load bin, the side steps, and the roller shutter door. Adding a dash of contrast are the blue dusk and acacia tree decals. The Karoo Dusk's off-road enhancements extend beyond the visual. However, the suspension features heavy-duty gas-filled shock absorbers, custom-designed leaf springs, and uprated suspension bushes. While the ground clearance hasn't been increased compared to the standard pickup, the aforementioned upgrades ensure that this bakkie can comfortably handle any kind of terrain. Inside, the black theme continues. And while you won't find any soft-touch plastics in here, comfort and convenience are well catered for by a touchscreen infotainment system with inbuilt reverse camera.
It's in this kind of environment where you see how important torque over power is. Because 103 kilowatts is not a lot when you consider it for day-to-day driving on the road. But now, when we're on this kind of surface, the 320 Newton meters is actually what makes the biggest difference. And having tons of torque is exactly what makes this driving experience so enjoyable. One thing I also enjoy is the fact that it's made into a 6-speed automatic gearbox. So you don't have to do anything. But this gearbox is calibrated in such a way that you've always got enough torque and you're always sorted when it comes to just maneuvering yourself through some sticky situations.
Mahindra's bakkies have proven especially popular for commercial applications and within the farming community, which has paved the way for an entirely different breed of vehicles. So when it comes to cars and bakkies, I can tell you all the information that you need to know. But when it comes to tractors, I'm a bit short on information, but thankfully we've got Greg Bergman here. There's a whole slew of models that we've gotten here. So tell us, what's your most popular tractor? What do people want out of a tractor? And why should they actually be going to Mahindra? Because I know you guys do things a little bit differently.
Yeah, so Mahindra has quite a wide range of tractors. So we run from our 60 horsepower two-wheel drives all the way up to our bigger 110 horsepower four-wheel drive cab models with aircon. That is the range we deal with. And yeah, our tractors, we have a 323 promise, which means best in industry warranty, which is 3 years, 3,000 hours. Okay. Every tractor you buy from Mahindra, it comes with our 2,000 hours worth of service kits. So you don't have to worry about purchasing parts for the first 2,000 hours. All you have to do is call up your dealerships on our Mzansi app, or you can phone them up direct. They'll come out to you. We also have a 72-hour promise. And that is, if anything happens to your tractor, we will guarantee that in 72 hours, if we cannot fix it and have it back on your farm working, we will give you another one to use while we're attending to your tractor. So downtime is the main thing that we're trying to eliminate with every single farmer in South Africa.
So for instance, you've got a customer now that would drive a Mahindra pickup. Do you now want them to also say, hey, I've got your pickup, now I can also buy your tractor? How are you guys linking the two?
So what we've strived to do is be a one-stop shop. Okay. So if you look out here in the farmlands, we have a lot of customers who need bakkies to transport their material from site, off-site. They can now plow their lands. So Mahindra is trying to become a world of solutions.
Okay. Greg, tell us, for our petrolhead audiences and for myself, because I've been looking at your tractors and I see they say, for instance, 86110P there, and then the other one says 75. What do all these numbers mean?
So the numbers on our tractors, if you have a look at that one specifically, would be an 86 series tractor.
Okay.
With 110 horsepower.
Okay.
If you look at the next one, it would be a 6000 series. Okay. With 75 horsepower.
Okay.
And same thing here, this is our 7500 series with 90 horsepower. Okay. All varying in two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, power shift, not power shift.
Well, Greg, now we've spoken enough because you've gotten me quite excited. Like I say, I've never driven a tractor before, so it's going to be the first time I get to drive a tractor. I'm glad it's a Mahindra. So please, Where do we start?
Well, it's pretty simple. Let's jump in the seat.
Sure, let's go. Once you get to grips with the additional pedals, handles and levers, the tractor pretty much drives like any other vehicle. And, like the pickup, it boasts oodles of low-down torque, which is essential for traversing rutted fields and for powering implements like a rotavator. This piece of equipment is used to break up, churn and aerate the soil before planting. To thoroughly illustrate the capabilities of their tractor lineup, Mahindra chose an uncultivated piece of land to break into. Coincidental metaphor? I think not. So, after spending the day in Mahindra tractors, I must say I was quite impressed by just how easy it is to operate this heavy-duty machinery. That being said, I still think I need to practice a little bit more, so for the time being, I think I'm going to stick to my Mahindra pickup. Welcome back to Ignition GT. Before the break, I got to experience both the Mahindra pickup in what you might call its natural habitat. Now, it's time for our guests to share their impressions. Gents, this is by no means a Ford Ranger, Amarok, but it was quite interesting. What did you guys think of it?
Well, it's quite strange because like now when they sort of speak about bakkies, it's always like, it drives like an SUV.
Yes.
So this was completely out of that, that sort of gambit. And I really like the Karoo because it's got a lot of embellishments. They've really done quite a good job with making it look the part.
Yes.
From the outside with the roll bars.
Very much
From
so.
the exterior side. I don't know what my colleague...
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. Well, the Karoo is a damn good bakkie off-road. I mean, it went through that Mahindra thingy campaign, went
Yeah, they
8,000 kilometers they
went
did.
into,
So yeah,
the wild run there.
it's proven to be very capable. I also went off-road and was very impressed. But once you get to on-road, things get a bit...
Yeah, that's when it gets a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to me, I found it slightly bumpy.
Okay.
And if you're going on a long trip, I think it could get a little bit tedious. But in saying that, the fuel economy was actually quite good. I mean, you know, 8.9,
Not bad, eh?
you know, on a chunky vehicle like that is actually good.
Yes, you would expect it to be over the 10s for sure.
Yeah.
With that thick rubber and, you know, just the whole setup of the car,
Yeah.
it screams bad fuel consumption. So
Yeah.
the 8s is not bad at all.
Just one other slight issue was the rear space.
Okay.
I found that that was a little bit tight. And you know, in a double cab, you want your rear passengers to be as comfortable as you are. But other than that, really good. I mean, and look, as a value proposition, I mean, the price was is fantastic.
Yeah. Rivals-wise, what do you guys think is the rivals for that?
I think it's very close to. I haven't driven the Land Cruiser yet, but yeah, it's really close to the Land Cruiser.
But there's a massive disparity in
Yep.
price.
Even something like an Isuzu D-Max.
That's it. I
Probably
would say that's probably it.
Closer, hey?
D-Max, yeah.
And D-Max is also leaning more now into the whole Lania bakkie side of things. So it's actually interesting how in such a short space of time, we've got this flip that has happened in the bakkie market. 10, 15 years ago, all the bakkies were hectic, rough,
Yeah.
PT50 style workhorses.
Yeah.
Now, a majority of them are actually the more plush lifestyle style bakkies. So something like the Mahindra almost now can get a bit of a spotlight on it because if you need that application, that's not going to cost you $1 million. I guess it makes a lot of sense.